Well, hello and welcome to Asked and Answered. So yesterday I posted on all of my social media, Keith Sweat singing "Sure Rock," and then Bobby Brown passing him saying "Be responsible." He said "Be responsibility," but then he said "Be responsible," and I put above it this is what happens when you're dealing with making decisions between good and evil, doing something that's good or doing something that's bad. And I got a comment from someone asking me, how do you deal with making decisions between what's good and what's bad? So I want to give you my life's formula. I ask questions, not to other people, but to myself. Because one thing that you have to understand about decisions, the person that's going to get an immediate consequence if that choice was not right is you. And then we have to look at, then it's a domino effect after that. And so whenever there's a decision, and I am in the valley of decisions, as they say, whether to make a right choice or a wrong one, my first question to myself is, what is it going to cost me? If I do this and it doesn't come out good and in my favor, what is it going to cost me? Is it going to cost me my peace? Is it going to cost me money? Is it going to cost me material things? Is it going to cost me, relationships and friendships? So you have to know that with every decision that you make, there is a consequence. Here's the thing. You got to take the time to weigh out your consequences. You got to take the time to ask the good questions. Is this a good decision or not? Doesn't feel good all the time, because sometimes those decisions that you have to make may not be favorable all the time, because you're trying to make decisions that may go against what you really want. The second thing that I ask myself, and who's going to pay the price? When you make bad decisions, let's say you're a parent and your children want to go on a trip really, really bad, and you know that you don't have the money, but you risk the money anyway, and you go on this trip, and then you come back and your light's about to be shut off. Now your children enjoyed the trip, but now they're at home with no, if with their lights shut off, they're in the dark, they got cold water, because if you have an electric water heater, it's not going to work. And so it's like there's a lot of choices that are being made, but we're not measuring consequence and understanding that somebody is going to pay the price other than you. Your life is not just about yourself. I've been the head of my household, and I raised 3 sons by myself, and I didn't have a breadwinner. I was the breadwinner. I didn't have a husband, so I didn't have something if something happened and my money got messed up, that okay, baby, I got you. No, it was, oh shoot, it's gonna hit, and that means I may skip a few meals to make sure that they have, from bad decisions that I made. And so that is how I deal with my decisions. I think about what it's going to cost and who's going to actually have to pay the price. Because if you don't think about that, whether it's in relationship, it's dealing with your business, it's dealing with your job, dealing with your family, there's always going to be a consequence. And hopefully it's not a bad one. But if it is, somebody's going to have to pay the price. So that should help you make good decisions. Because let me tell you something. Somebody asked me, how have I been abstinent now almost 14 years in April? Baby, I got tired of crying. I got tired of not having things go in my way, and my kids paying the price with some of the stupid stuff that I've done. And so I woke up one day and was like, you know what? Chanel's tired of crying. That's one. Second, I'm tired of looking at my kids suffering because of my decisions. And so I chose to start looking at, Chanel, every decision that you make don't just affect you. It affects them too. All right. Hope that helps you guys. Happy Wednesday.